they flinching? Are they folding? And they're not. They're like, yes, I got a bunch of yes, coach. I understand, coach. I'll do better, coach. And that is unbelievable. I'm loving it. So I'm excited to work with them.
How much do you enjoy the Chris Steele, Devin Williams battles?
That's good. I mean, guys, like I said earlier, guys are working hard, man. And the opportunity for them to improve, and it's not just Chris Steele and so-and-so, it's our receiving core against our DBs is making us better on defense because they're really good, and they're making all of our guys get better every day. So I'm happy about all of it.
What did you learn about the corners during the scrimmage?
The same I've learned as this whole thing has gone on, which is we're not a finished product. We've got some improvement to do. There are some good plays and there are some bad plays. I need to see consistency. I don't want it looking good day one. Okay, it looked good, but look good for 5 straight days. That's the stuff we're working on. So, good start. Definitely need to improve. Have seen improvement. We're going the right way.
Is there a point you want to stop rotating them and kind of lock in on the?
Yeah, I got about
team?
3 more days.
Okay.
I already got my rotate. I got 3 more days to finish so-called assessing and getting a better feel, playing around with the rotation a little bit before in our minds we start saying this guy's capable of that, this guy's capable of that, and now let's start our game plan stuff.
Obviously, you're not going to divulge it now, but in your head, do you kind of know? Are you close to knowing what that is?
I got an idea. I'm close. It's not final at all in my head because there are about 2 to 3 spots that I'm honestly trying to finish assessing.
And then at that point in practice, you will have your set first team, your set second team.
Yes.
And reps will go that way.
Yes.
So what's the next step at that point? When it gets to that stage?
After that, we're jumping into game plan mode. So it's, we're going to have our 1s and 2s with a couple of 3s, and then there's going to break up and now it's scout teams and all that stuff. And then now we're in game mode, game week mode.
One match about Chase Williams. It just seems like he's one of the guys you all really trust, and you just kind of he's consistent.
He's consistent. He's smart. He's getting to a point where he can play 3 positions, which is both safeties and the nickel, and that's going to be valuable to us. And he's able to understand all of it, and he's just as polished mentally as Talanoa.
He kind of came out of nowhere last year for us. Like we didn't know that he was going to have a role, and kind of late in the season he did. What was your first impression and kind of the way you learned about him and knew what you were working with?
Well, he has a confidence, very intelligent. He comes into it with the mindset of, I'm going to be one of the sharpest minds out here. And when you feel like you know what you're doing, you carry yourself with a type of confidence, swagger, so to speak. And that's kind of how he presents himself. He's mentally sharp. I know what I'm supposed to do. He really works hard on the technical side of things. I want you to do this way. I want you to move this way. I want you to reroute, punch out this way. And he tries to do it exact. And obviously we make mistakes, but he really focuses hard on those things.
In this defense, what's the importance of that position? What's the main thing that you count on that spot for?
Utility. Because he's got to do everything. He's a blitzer, he's a coverage guy, he's a man cover or zone cover, and he's a space a player that has to play in space and be able to see multiple things all at the same time without getting confused. That's the most difficult position on the field, which is the nickel spot. From a awareness, sharpness, skill set, it's a lot, and you have to be very intelligent to play the spot.
And just going back to the go ahead.
What stood out about Isaiah Paul now? I mean, you guys have moved some guys around, but he's kind of been the mainstay back at the back.
Yeah, for him, I've just rotated him both at free and strong. I feel basically that's where his skill set is. I don't necessarily see him as a nickel just because of his size and frame. He's going to be an alley guy. He's working on his man skills on a number 2, but I see him playing at that center field. He's got crawl flat. He's got some blitz stuff that we can put him in. So to me, he's just a pure safety, both free or strong.
Does it seem like his confidence is growing? I mean, he's had the double surgeries with the shoulders.
I never noticed that it wasn't there.
Okay.
So to me, he's just coming across as someone who's intelligent, understands the system. He's going to be on top of everything he needs to do, and you're not going to realize that, he made a mistake or not, because he hardly does.
On that front,
Mr. Consistent.
With Talanoa, do you worry at all about it being in his head, having the same injury twice and not thinking about it on the field?
I can't answer that. Because in my mind, I'm treating him like he's healthy and he's fine. So I expect that he carries himself that way. I haven't noticed anything that's out of the loop. So in my opinion, if it's a thud period, thud. There's no issues. So I have no issues with the thought of that.
Clancy said he thought the corners have had their best practices the last 2-3 days have really come on. Why? What do you attribute that to? What's happening there?
Time. Time. The more time they get on the field, every rep is important. And the cool part is they're gaining reps. And that's the one thing we can't control is time. They need more time on the field, more reps, and as long as they're getting it, they slowly start to get better. I am seeing the things that we're teaching from a drill work, footwork, fundamental aspect of things. Now, like I said earlier, I need to see it more consistent. Oh, they do it all the time. And we're getting there. Right now we're just in the beginning phases of becoming consistent. Again, by far, we're not there yet.
What have you seen from Chase Williams so far, especially during the cross training between safety?
I mentioned it earlier, Sarah, for the most part, he's doing a really good job. He's a guy who can play all three positions, which is both safety spots, the nickel spot. Nickel is one of his primary positions, and at the same time, in our system, the nickel position is very taxing because of all the things we ask you to do. Zone drop, man cover, blitz, as well as understand all that. And then he also has his secondary areas of free safety, strong safety, as a quarterback of the secondary, making checks and adjustments. And he's just doing it.